Hi everyone, Becca here. I am here to share day 16 of my story. I've been coming on here live every day, and I have until day 30 to go. So I'll be coming on here to just share various parts of my story. The reason being to connect to you in that way, to show a side of me that I didn't often share with people, even the people that were closest to me, who lived with me, who I was romantic with. Like, I didn't share any of this with them. And so I want to share it. It's time. People don't talk about it. And it's super, super tender to talk about not really fully loving yourself, but I'm here for it. So a large part of my story is that I was a chronic dieter and self-shamer growing up. That caused a whole lot of issues, which I have kind of shared sporadically through this story. But one of the biggest pieces that it or how it showed up in my life was this competition piece. I was in constant competition with everyone around me because I needed to validate my worth. I needed to make sure that I was good or the best because I couldn't find my worth otherwise. So I had to compete with other people or compare myself to other people in order to mentally feel good about myself. Got a call in the middle of that. What that does is it just creates this really nasty energy with everyone that you interact with. People can feel it when you're competing with them or comparing yourself to them. And that's not healthy for anyone. So this strategy that I had come up with to sort of measure my worth or categorize myself and place myself on the realm of goodness of the people around me didn't ever feel good to me because I was usually ranking myself pretty low. And I'm sure that it didn't feel good to other people because, again, you can feel when somebody is trying to compete with you. That competitive piece comes from a mindset of lack, this idea that there's not enough good to go around. That could manifest in a lot of different ways, like partners or money, job opportunities, food, land. There's a lot of competition pieces rooted in lack. And so not only did I have to let go of the competition as a source of external validation, but it was also this abundance piece for me. Seeing that if you succeed, that doesn't mean there's less of a chance for me to succeed. So they kind of went hand in hand. But the issue with competition is that it is an external source. You're competing with these people randomly, arbitrarily, putting them in alignment with where you are, in line of how you fall. And so it doesn't allow you to really find that internally. You don't ever get pumped up for yourself. It's always dependent on who you are with or comparing yourself to. And like I said, it's really detrimental to the person who you're comparing yourself as well to you. So it's just it's not in service to anyone. It wasn't in service to me to compare myself to other people and try to compete and beat them out. And it wasn't in service to them. It didn't feel good. But it was all that I knew how. It was the strategy that I developed when I was young to, again, find my self-worth because I couldn't find it in other places. So since healing the relationship that I have with myself, since finding my self-worth internally, I have then now let the competition piece go. I don't compare myself to anyone else. I'm not competing with anyone else besides myself. And so that has then provided this mass amounts of internal, intrinsic motivation and intrinsic self-worth, which that is the indestructible kind. If I find worth because I'm competing with someone else and they're lesser than me, then if they succeed, then that means that I'm now worse. And so that then you don't actually want your friends to succeed because you're comparing yourself in your head. Whereas now, when my friends succeed or when people I love succeed, I can be so genuinely happy for them. There's no competitive piece. So it's really like changed my perspective and how I move about the world, as well as I'm sure the people around me. They're feeling a lot less of my self-shame and self-doubt. It's just like icky. So if you're the type of person who has a similar pattern like I did, compares yourself frequently, is in competitive mode frequently, trying to find worth externally, I have an opportunity for you. I have a group coming up this January that's filling up, but there are still a couple spots left. And so if you want to learn how to intrinsically find your self-worth and cut the sources of external self-worth, this group is for you. There's a lot of opportunity for that. So reach out if that sounds like it's in line. And know that you are freaking winning. If you can't let go of competition, just like you're winning it all. You're beating everyone, you are winning. Just letting go of competition can be like a process, but if you can't let it, like just be a winner. Just the best. That's what I have to say tonight. And I will be back on here tomorrow for day 17. Sending you all tons of love.